Hi everybody. Welcome to this video. 6 years after his inopportune passing, Drifter has dropped a sensation about the demise of previous Terrible Kid Records craftsman Craig Mack. Upon the underlying reports of the rapper's demise on Walk 12, 2018, the family regarded his desires and rehashed his attestation that he had congestive cardiovascular breakdown. In any case, the Drifter report and Mack's passing endorsement apparently affirm that the Flava in Ya Ear MC kicked the bucket from HIV helps-related entanglements, for which he wouldn't look for treatment. Roxanne Hill Johnson, Mack's first wife, and his brother Andrew claim that the rapper was diagnosed shortly after joining the controversial Overcomer ministry. Andrew communicated that he involved the congregation as a safeguard to avoid the shadows of his past. I think he was a lot in denial, but that's him telling the truth until the very end. You need to be familiar with him, though, for that to make sense. I know that sounds crazy. However much that annoys me, I comprehend the reason why he did what he did. He experienced his reality. At the end of 2014, Andrew Mack began to tell people that he had congestive heart failure, and his health began to deteriorate. Realizing that he was seriously sick, Mack started reporting his story with music maker Alvin Toney. Notwithstanding, by Walk 2018, the rapper was disabled, with his family left in obscurity about the degree of his disease. I've really, truly never seen a person in that condition previously. He was mental, Andrew said. Eventually, the family regarded his desires to have no clinical intercession. Nonetheless, his passing prompted more inquiries, including the prospect of whether he would have looked for treatment had it not been for his association with the Overcomer service. I won't ever understand what, actually, says his little girl, Amanda Mack. So, a lot is a secret. Nonetheless, Amanda does pardon him and accepts his goals were really great for attempting to track down the master. However, it's simply a terrible circumstance. Craig Mack purportedly didn't bite the dust from congestive cardiovascular breakdown. Both Rolling Stone and Mack's death certificate state that he refused to seek treatment and that HIV/AIDS was the cause of his death. The power source noticed that it was Mack's family who regarded his desires and rehashed his declaration that he had congestive cardiovascular breakdown. On March 12, 2018, the Flava in Ya Ear MC passed away at the age of 46. His most memorable spouse, Roxanne Slope Johnson, and sibling Andrew, guarantee that Mack learned of his finding previously, involving the congregation as a safeguard to avert the shadows of his past. Andrew communicated, I accept he was a lot of trying to claim ignorance. However, that is him experiencing his reality as far as possible. You need to be familiar with him, though, for that to make sense. I know that sounds crazy. That bothers me, but I can see why he did what he did. He did what was right. Mack started telling individuals he'd been determined to have congestive cardiovascular breakdown in late 2014. His well-being faltered, and there were multiple minutes Mack accepted he planned to kick the bucket. According to the publication, Mack began documenting his story with music producer Alvin Toney because he knew he was gravely ill. However, by Walk 2018, Mack was out of commission, and his family knew nothing about the degree of the rapper's disease. Andrew said, I've really, truly never seen a person in that condition previously. He was incoherent. The rapper needed no clinical intercession, and his family regarded his desires. Mack's family is as yet assembling the bits of his life. Taking into account his befuddling demise prompted a large group of inquiries, including when he learned of his finding and whether he would have looked for treatment in the event that he wasn't associated with the congregation. His little girl Amanda accepts. I won't ever understand what truly, particularly with regards to Mac deciding to join the Overcomer service. So, a lot is a secret. However, she does excuse him and accepts his expectations were great for attempting to track down the ruler, yet it's simply a terrible circumstance. Roxanne, on the other hand, attributes Mac's downfall to Diddy's role as the catalyst. She considered him a trigger, adding, "He fucked my family up." Gratitude for observing